everybody, it is Kathy Toso with Win-Win with Toso.com or Win-Win Real Estate Study Course. And I am online today showing you how I teach folks how to pass the state exam on the first attempt. This is one of my tools. It's called my Key Refresher course. And I've been doing this for, I think like 17 years now. A lot of the things you need to know for the state exam, you'll actually probably never use in real estate, but there's still concepts that you have to understand in order to pass the state exam. I help people pass that exam on the first attempt, whether it's the broker's test or the salesperson exam. So feel free to give me a ring at 818-679-3696, or you can hit me up here. I look forward to helping you. So based on the cone of learning, people, adults actually learn better when they're given an answer and have to come up with the question. It makes them remember the answer more readily. So that being said, this is one of the tools in my crash course. It's not the only one to help you remember things you need to know for the state exam. So right now we're like looking at estates for 600, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. Estates for 600. A lease from March to May. So as we said before, there's two types of estates. There's the fee or freehold estate, which means I own it. And then there's the less than freehold or leasehold estate, which means I have rights of possession, but I don't have ownership rights. And a lease from March to May, this would be a type of leasehold estate. There are 4 types of leasehold estates. One is an estate at sufferance. It's when the landlord is suffering because the tenant won't move out. They were supposed to move out, they stopped paying rent or whatever, and the landlord is suffering. That's called an estate at sufferance. There's an estate at will. I always joke and say it's the deadbeat boyfriend who moved into your house. He's sitting on your couch, he's wearing your slippers and your robe, and he's commandeering your remote, but he's not paying you rent. You can kick him out at any time, he can leave at any time, but that's considered an estate at will. Successive periods of the same amount of time are periodic estates, like an estate from period to period, month to month, week to week, year to year. So, a year-to-year lease would be a periodic tenancy. A month-to-month lease would be a periodic tenancy. This example is called an estate for years. It has a start date and an end date. Different types of examples on the test might be like from May 31st to June 12th. That's an estate for years, even though it's just a random amount of days because it has a start date and an end date. A lease for 7 months, that would be considered an estate for years because it has a start date and an end date. A 7-year lease has a start date and an end date. It's considered an estate for years. A lot of people mess up the periodic tenancy one and the estate for years, but just remember that estate for years has a start date and an end date and can be measured in days, weeks, months, or years. If you found this useful, I would love for you to hit me up at 818-679-3696 and give me a text. I would love to help you pass your state exam on the first attempt. Hope you're having a great day.